It's time to get a little less serious about wrestling. This is the Alternate Commentary Table with lifelong friends.
Notice your difference in size.
And lifelong wrestling fans.
Each is a very capable performer, and each is a little too clever to give the other boy much of an advantage.
Mitch Hontzias.
Credits himself with a lot of power.
And Dimitri Korolis.
So that he got all that power from drinking raw olive oil all through his youth.
You are listening to the Alternate Commentary Table. Brought to you by the Celebrate Wrestling podcast feed, where you can listen, like, download, stream, follow, do all your business anywhere where you decide to stream these podcasts and these platforms. Don't forget, we got a Celebrate Wrestling YouTube channel. Please hit the subscribe button. There's a little bell there too. Ding. It's like this ding, this little bell thing, and then you can keep up with the content.
Yes,
it's fantastic stuff. Celebrate Wrestling on the Facebook page. It's key. It's huge. It's massive. It's where all the goods are.
That's right.
Okay? Like the outside of the building, it's kind of like, oh, this looks like a decent house.
That's
it's nice. And then you go in, and all of a sudden, it's Narnia in there.
They stole the fridge.
They stole that fridge. That's amazing. But listen, Celebrate Wrestling Facebook page, the podcast streams anywhere where you're streaming your podcast. It's a wonderful thing. What do we do here? It's exactly that. We celebrate wrestling because we love this thing so much, especially when there's just so much going on.
Oh, yes.
That they basically are begging us to talk about topics.
They are.
They're serving it on a silver platter. You know, Mitch, sometimes I feel that the wrestling world goes, what the heck? What can Mitch and Dimitri do with it this week?
Yeah. And you know what? Thank you. I don't even know. You know what? I had a whole look at this. I have all these pieces of paper, and then I did some notes later. All this, gone. This is where we're going to start.
Oh.
And what's this, you say? It was my notes during SmackDown yesterday. And I mean, I could talk about the fact that Nick Aldis stole the show again. I mean, he is such a great, ambassador, promoter, whatever you want to call him. Right at the beginning, when he sees Cody, he goes, hey, sorry, I had to take you out of that six-man tag. What do you mean? Who do I need to call? Oh, don't worry. There's, if you smell what I'm putting down, whatever he said, gold material.
See, I thought
Nick Aldis has won it again.
I thought Adam Pearce beat him this week.
What?
The Pearce performance with the Sami Zayn?
No.
I think he beats your boy.
He doesn't beat my boy.
You have a bias.
I do have a bias. I couldn't agree more. But he's making it easy for me to have the bias. He's that good.
I didn't say he wasn't. I just said
I could go into the whole DIY tag team controversy. I could go into a whole bunch of stuff and Tiffany Stratton, and we could do all that stuff. Where Charlotte Flair is doing the same thing each and every week. We could talk about all that stuff, but we're not going to. Why? Because the final boss made it very clear that, I kind of missed the element of surprise, but on the other hand, he goes, hey, social media, check this. I'm going to be in Louisiana. I'm going to be there tomorrow at SmackDown. I got something to say. And you know what? It was good. It was good, but me and you talked right before the show started, and I'm like, I liked it. Mike made a post on the Celebrate Wrestling that I agree with Mike. It wasn't his best of all time. He stretched out as long as he could, but the final boss appeared. And I have to say, it doesn't matter how it all ended. It's what he said at the end that he could have just said everything he said, but when he said, oh, no, Cody, I don't want your belt. I want your soul. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we tune in.
This is huge.
This is big.
But yeah, I felt like I was watching Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
I'm like, Cody Rhodes is Liu Kang. This guy's Shang Tsung. He wants his soul.
He wants his soul.
That's how it works.
That's how
he gets his powers.
Now
it's amazing.
Let's start right at the beginning. He comes out.
One thing. Yeah, it comes out. Congratulations, Nolans.
Yes. 2026.
I like the fact that they're just telling us where it's going to be.
Yes.
Capitalizing on the opportunity that they're there already.
That's right.
What a great thing.
I agree. What a great thing. It was smart. It was just like, hey, we're here. Let's tell them.
Totally.
Like it's already done deal. Like,
love it.
Why get it? Why would, and with the world it is today, it was going to come out in the next couple of days after they were there. It made no sense. Get it out now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would have been a shame, a missed opportunity, if you will.
That's right.
Had it been done, like it comes out on Monday when they were there on the Friday. It made no sense.
It's like, well, but you were here on the Friday.
Why didn't you tell us?
So you knew while you were here but I asked you.
And you said you didn't know.
You lied to my face.
You knew, though. See what I'm saying? So he comes out, but he's doing the whole Raw final boss guy persona where he's the nice guy. Then he turns into a bad guy. Then he turns into a good guy again. And then he asks for Cody to come on down. I got to talk to you, Cody. And I got to be honest, that's where I like the setup. All that stuff before, it was just filler. It was garbage.
Sure.
And then at the end, when he was like kind of explaining the situation, he's like, I want you to be better than me. Oh, that is gold material, ladies and gentlemen. For anyone that doesn't work in corporate America / Canada, that's some gold material. Your manager always wants you to do better than he did or she did. Always. They want to take you to that next level. Well done.
Oh.
Well done.
This whole final boss thing, what I love about it, and it only works with The Rock.
Yeah.
They, when I say they, the writers are like, dude, we got a Vince McMahon thing going on here.
Yeah.
You know, we really do, where you have the final boss who's on the board, and he is not apologetic to flex and to let people know how important he is. And I like it too, because he's like, I was talking with Ari, you own the WWE. And he's like, no, Rocky baby, you own the WWE.
That was the best part. That was good. That was good.
It's like, do you know how big of a deal I am? Like, do you know who I am? I'm the Rock. And by the way, Moana, billions. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, how many followers you got? I only have 500 million.
Yeah, he goes, I have 500 million. Like, it is so good that you just can't teach it because you can't replicate it.
That's right.
And you need the right guy behind it, and he is the right guy.
He is the right guy.
And it's amazing, and it's real. That's the best part.
All of it's real.
All of it's real.
It's right.
And it's this whole like, yeah, look, I want your soul. I want you to join the dark side.
Yes.
And now it starts to make sense where we were criticizing. So now I got to go to Triple H.
Right.
Now I got to go to Regime New. Long-term storytelling.
Yep.
I'm sure we'll talk about someone else where I always have a problem with long-term storytelling.
Maybe.
But this is where you say, WWE, you know, we don't give you enough credit sometimes. We love the short, because it's a business where we love the short-term pop.
Right.
We need that quick pop. Oh my goodness, the music hits.
Yep.
It's Stone Cold. Ah! But then we don't understand it when they're giving us the long-term play. So
that's right.
Of course The Rock was nice to Cody Rhodes after WrestleMania. Of course he's been playing nice. Now we're starting to get it.
Right.
Because he's buttering him up.
He's buttering him up, yeah.
He wants it.
I think a lot of this came over the time that they're... Okay, I said it to you in the car when we got here.
I was waiting.
What did I say to you?
Waiting.
Listen, you guys know how I feel about the Cody Rhodes, okay? And again, I'll make it clear because some people may not understand it. I don't hate the guy. I just think it's not working the way that everyone wanted it to work, especially him, right? I need to finish my story. And the Cody crybabies all coming out and, oh, well, we got to get him over, which The Rock brought up. And the way he brought it up, he's like, hey, you stuck up to me, Cody. You got the match you wanted. And see what you're getting in return now? What I got out of the whole thing, truthfully, is this. That they do see it. They are listening. They are hearing the fans and the people and the media and everybody else that it isn't where it's supposed to be. And what do? They went and got, maybe all they needed was a screwdriver to fix this. They went and got a bazooka. They went and got the final boss to basically say, you want us to fix this and fast? Done. Hold on. Final boss. Cue the music. By the way, the guy that was doing the music cues yesterday, the button pusher, on par. Oh. Everything. Hey, AEW button pusher guy. Learn from that guy. That's boom, boom, boom. Music. Turn it off. Move. Put it on. Don't put it on. Do this. Do that. Boom, boom. That guy was on fire yesterday. Fire.
That's why you spend money on the button guy.
The button guy's
the
big.
Little things that
That's
matter.
Right.
Ramps. No ramps. High quality button.
Yeah. Can I just say right now? Look, we just had Royal Rumble. WrestleMania is in about a month and a half. Elimination Chamber right now is setting up to be amazing. It's setting up to be amazing.
Mitch, I'm gonna cut you off here for a sec because you said something that, again, with the power of hindsight, we got to go back.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I love?
Yeah.
For the last year, since WrestleMania last year,
yeah,
every single premium live event, do you realize we have gone in and said, this could be the best version of it ever.
Yeah.
We did it for WrestleMania.
We did. You're
it
right.
for
You're right.
SummerSlam.
Yeah.
We did it for Survivor Series. We did it for Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And now we're doing it for Elimination Chamber. Why? Because they're giving us
They
the
get
goods.
it. They're giving us the goods. They're giving us everything we want and a little bag of chips on the side going, hey, this might fill you just in case. Here you go. The fact that he says, I want your answer in Toronto, Elimination Chamber. We already got a lot going on. Everyone is going to be focused on that because so many scenarios are going to transpire out of this. And where last week I was saying, why is Jey Uso picking Gunther so quickly? Now we see why. Now we see why it's going, like that story will take us, let's be honest, it's just going to go in the back burner and we'll see it here and there. But all over right now for the next month, we're all going to be watching over here. We're literally all watching what is going to happen with Cody Rhodes. Who is he going to fight at WrestleMania? And now it's intriguing. CM Punk has a claim to it. He goes, if Cody got his way, why can't I get mine and be a headliner at WrestleMania? We all want the Cena to get the record. Somehow Roman Reigns is going to be somehow involved in this, even though he shouldn't be, but he is. And the final boss has, of course, got himself involved in this. There's just so many little things.
It's amazing.
For all we know, it's going to be Drew McIntyre somehow. And then we're like, what? How did this happen?
Hold on. You know what? You can't rule anyone out.
No, you can't. This is what I'm saying. It's excellent. Great
This is
work.
like Game of Thrones. Everyone's got a claim to the throne.
Everyone has a claim to the throne. That's right.
It's crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love it. Listen, I do love it. Normally I would go right into Raw or AEW. I'm gonna do a little side action, little Heisman. Hey boys, NXT. You're on my radar now. And this isn't just because of your boy. And I know you want to talk to him. So I'll let you have the floor for a minute. Go ahead. A little Ricky St. Starks? What do we call this guy? I know we have our own thing. Buddy, by the way, me and you are banter back and forth about the Stark and Starks. And I mean, guys.
You can't teach it.
You can't teach it.
Like, you got to listen to the show to understand. You have to understand it.
That's right.
Okay, you have to understand it. Here's the thing. Okay, listen, why do we have to overcomplicate things?
Yes.
I don't understand it. Now, Ricky Saints.
Yeah.
GW Joe.
Right.
Shout out to everyone. I agree with you. I don't hate it.
No.
I'm not saying that I hate it.
No one hates it.
But Ricky Saints, he was Ricky Starks.
Right.
He could have just been Ricky Sparks.
Exactly.
Like, it's right there for you.
It's right there.
It's so easy. And it comes off. Spark. He's got the spark, baby.
And you guys all know how I am with names. This would have helped me tremendously.
Yeah, and Mitch needs easy names.
Easy names.
You can't. Ricky Saints.
It's okay.
It's okay. It'll grow. Right? It'll grow. But look, I love it.
Yeah. So where he, I think I said it last week, and I'll just kind of really
I love him
quickly
being there. I'm indifferent on the name is what I mean.
Fair enough. He comes to NXT, but isn't life really all just about timing? And then he comes, and then all of a sudden, the NXT and the WWE goes, hey, TNA, you guys want to play together? Sure, sounds great.
Can we have a play date?
Exactly. And that's what's happening. And then all of a sudden, they're playing a little bit more often. Our kids are becoming best friends. We're over at each other's houses all the time. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, I've been watching this one guy for a little while, and I love this other guy. He was actually here for Dungeon last year. When you see Moose and Obafemi in the same ring, and they both want a piece of each other, ladies and gentlemen, tell me you're not entertained.
Oh.
Tell me this doesn't intrigue you.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes.
The talent pool just got bigger and better and bigger and better. And oh my goodness, like there's trouble on the horizon.
Yeah.
Because like I said before, the biggest mistake and the thing that's going to sink AEW, unfortunately, is that your own homegrown talent is leaving to become superstars. Not the tenured guys that we are accustomed to go back and forth. Like a Moxley could go back and forth, and it doesn't mean much to a degree because
you're right.
You're already a WWE guy. But when you got the Saints, when you got the Ricky Saints, when you got the Penta, when you got now people from TNA, and those promotions coming in and getting the spotlight, and now you got your own homegrown talent. Yeah, it's not fun because when you tune into the other side, now you have to compare, and when your product is trying to compete with the WWE, and you're not even as good right now as their supplementary shows, Issue.
Issue is right. And thank you for setting it all up.
So I'm going to say this. Forget your TV deals.
That's right.
And forget your metrics of, I saw Chris Jericho on a podcast the other day.
Okay.
I think he was with the Van Vliet.
Okay.
AEW reminds me the same way about BlackBerry.
Right.
Remember the company BlackBerry?
Of course I do.
Okay. Well, we're the first company to do this, and we have this growth, and we have this, and we have this, and we have that. Yeah, buddy, great.
Yeah.
Great. The numbers are on your side. Sure.
Then,
sure, whatever. But the eye test is not. And wrestling's about the eye test, honey sugar babies. That's what it's about. So here's what you're not great at. No one cares.
Yeah. A lot of people, and let's call it what it is, sports fans / especially wrestling fans, we love living in the past, buddy. We do. Mm-hmm. We do. And you're absolutely right about that comment. You could tell us how great you guys were when you first came and you were the hottest thing. Yeah, it's WCW. What have I said on this very podcast? What is this big deal about the 97 weeks or whatever it was or whatever it turned out to be? 87. What? See, exactly. Who
83.
cares?
83.
Yeah. Who cares? Point is, where are they today? Nowhere. Oh, I know. They're in the archives in the back shelf of the WWE vault. That's where they are. That's what I'm talking about. It's fun to talk about, but it has no bearing in any sort of way. Same way your parents keep telling you, I used to walk in the snow and over a mountain to get to school. You're like, all right, cool. Yeah. I got an Uber. Come pick me up. What do you want me to tell the guy? So, are you tipping him, Mom, or am I? Which one is it?
Why would you take the same route to go uphill? Why didn't you just go back the way you came?
Why didn't you just go around?
So you can go downhill.
Exactly.
If you went uphill to school, take the same route. Why'd you have to go the uphill?
Dimitri, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
When you go to somebody's house, like mine or any other of our friends, first time or it hasn't been a while, what do you do?
Well, you have to show up with a gift of some sort.
Thank you. And the other thing is, you're respectful. You show up at somebody's home, you bring a little gift, you say hello, how are you? Thank you for the accommodations. AEW doesn't do that. What they do last week, by the way, Mike McGuire really enjoyed the show with the gentleman. Sorry, I forgot to write his name down on the AEW. Where the gentleman's in Australia, okay, and he's talking about Grand Slam. Shame on AEW. You guys make this big hurrah at first. Oh, we're coming to Australia. It's going to be a great show. P.S. We're bringing basically every wrestler from Australia is going to be on the card. You show up like weeks before. You're like, oh, yeah, listen, we're going to maybe change some things. And then like a week before, when was it, or whatever the case may be, you guys decide to change the venue. Make it tougher for the fans that already made accommodations to get there. I really enjoyed Mike's rendition of the pod last week where we got an inside view of sometimes these venue changes is not fun and easy. And the reality is, shame on AEW. This is why you guys are going to be second rate for a long time. Let me explain. Riyadh, when WWE goes over to Riyadh or goes to Saudi Arabia, do I like that the women wrestlers have to wear a full garment basically when they wrestle? No. But guess what? Out of respect, they do it and they understand where they are. AEW, to do what you guys did, like I watched the Collision on after the fact. It was on cable. I got it pretty easily, to be quite honest, but it was on later. The fans were great. People seemed to be excited about it. But Dimitri, what I didn't like was on the back end or behind the scenes. The ring was smaller. So you didn't even bring a right gift. You brought the wrong thing. Like you come on, you guys, be better. Like Dimitri said earlier, you guys got TV money now. There is no excuse for any of this stuff. I'm sorry, there's no excuse for it.
There's one thing when you say, well, you don't have the budget for something,
right?
And you could say, okay, we don't have the budget like the WWE. We can't do maybe certain things or go certain play. Well, that's fine. Nobody cared. Because you got to remember, the essence of why people believe in someone is the same reason when you look at NXT and you look at TNA and you look at AEW where they started. These are promotions on full-fledged TV, cable, whatever it is, media forums. And sometimes there were only 500 people in the stands,
right?
1,000, but no one cared because we believe in you, we loved you. So if you're going to go, this is the fundamental difference. When the WWE goes to France and they go to Germany and they go to Ireland and they go to Saudi Arabia, they understand, hey, fan, you don't get this very often.
Yeah.
And we respect that. So here's what we're going to do for you. We're going to try to make this the best possible show to leave you with a good impression.
That's right.
Because like Mitch said, you show up with a gift. This is like the daughter bringing the boyfriend home
right.
for the first time and said, you got to meet this guy who's been taking up all my time. Impressions matter. Now, the boyfriend AEW just left, and everyone's like, he didn't even bring a gift. He didn't take his shoes off.
Said.
He wore his hat at the table. And look, you want to bring a ring? You want to bring a ring? My daughter deserves a better ring than that ring. You don't bring a half-carat ring. We want full carat.
This is what I'm saying.
We want clear cut, quality, good 1 carat diamond solitaire.
Boom. And with that being said, here's the ring. The match. You got the card now. Okay. Whole bunch of Aussies on the ring card. You could say to yourself, okay, we screwed up on the ring. We screwed up on the venue. We'll make it right by who wins and loses this week. Right?
Right.
So we start with a little Moxley and Claudio versus, Adam. I call him Adam now because we want to call him Edge, but we don't want to call him Edge. So he's Adam
and the Cope
and the Jay White. Okay? Long story short, I forgot that Moxley's the champion. He hasn't defended his championship in such a long time. Why wasn't he defending the championship?
Exactly.
Okay? Like, there's one thing, right off the bat. You guys have the heavyweight champ. The guy is representing your brand, and A, you keep it in a briefcase, and B, you don't even let the guy fight. What are we doing over here? I don't get it. I don't understand this whole scenario. I didn't understand the Death Rider scenario, fine. But I don't understand why the champion is not wrestling. I don't get that whole thing either. He's clearly good enough to wrestle in tag teams and 3-way fights and all that other stuff, but he can't do it just a one-on-one. Hey, Adam, let's fight for the belt and give the fans what they want. Nope, we're not getting that. All right, so you messed up there. Then you got, Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay. Okay, all right, I like what I see here. You got a little Fletcher, who's Aussie. Okay, and you got a little Takeshita.
He did it.
He did. I did it. I've been practicing.
Listen, I've been practicing. Mitch is upset when he gets his name right.
Great match. Unreal.
Dude.
Can I just say one thing? I know South Carolina, George, hey, calm down.
What do you have bad to say about that match, Mitch?
Nothing bad.
Oh.
I saw that Kenny Omega was really struggling.
I'm
sorry, man.
Okay.
I'm being serious now. I think he fought this match. He even said it a couple weeks ago. I'll die in the ring. Yeah, it looks like you might, bud. Like, literally, man, just be careful. He did look like he's not at 110%. That's all I got to say. Great match, though, overall. I can't give it anything.
Yeah, buddy, that was... See, this is where AEW wins me again.
Okay.
Because you don't get that.
No, you don't.
Anywhere.
Agreed. But at the end of the day, you got that. What did you get? There was no tag belts up for grabs. It was just the end of a storyline now. Done. We move on, right? Okada and Buddy Matthews. Now, that's where I said, okay, the guy's at home. Maybe, because as much as I'm enjoying the Okada, the whole middle finger thing and the beep, whatever he does, it's not working anymore, especially when the Young Bucks aren't there. So in my humble opinion, give it to the Buddy. Give it to the Buddy at home. Why not?
Okada and R-Truth, think about it.
That's, by the way, everyone, you all owe me another apology for yesterday.
No.
For yesterday.
Buddy, he counted.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
Give it to him.
In the back. I'm talking about the promo in the back that he did.
Listen, forget
when he tagged himself out of the ring with Miz, that was also kind of funny. But not really.
No, hold on.
It's still cheese. It's still cheese.
Stop it. You can't give kind of funny. It was funny, and you know it, and it's hilarious. He counted too, and then he pointed up too, and he told the ref the shoulder was up.
Okay.
But the best part is that the Miz kicked out.
So you didn't want to give, listen, we got to get going. So you didn't want to give the belt to Buddy. Fine. The new best person in all of AEW is Harley Cameron. What was wrong with it? I will tell you this. As much as I wanted her to win it, rapping Muppets, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
There was a big gap between her wrestling skills and Money Monet.
So after seeing it, I kind of ate crow.
As much as I hate to admit it.
Yeah.
I wanted her to win it. I would have been okay for her to win it because she's got like 10 other belts.
Yeah, but not yet.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then finally, Timeless Toni Storm, Mariah May, and this is the funny thing. I love me some Toni Storm. She had a great promo on the Dynamite.
Right.
But Dimitri, I got to be honest. I feel like I don't know where we go from here. This is my whole worry with her of gotten the belt back now. Does Mariah just walk away now? I don't know. This is the thing. What are you going to do with Mariah? She was a good champ for a bit there.
I got to be honest. I didn't like that match at all.
It wasn't great. And to end it on a small package?
Listen. I'm not... Hold on. See? Hold on. Daddy, you know what? I was going to say something and I stopped myself.
Good for you. Good for you.
You know where I was going.
I know you were going to do
and
it.
I stopped myself.
I saw it in your eyes.
And I'm going to move on.
Walk away.
All I'm going to say, though, is going back is, no, I don't mind the finish like that. I'm just saying if it fits the story that's happening in the ring.
Right.
You know, we've seen the small package before where you look at, but Macho Man Ricky Steamboat hails as like one of the greatest matches all time. Had a little small package.
A little overrated, but continue.
But you get what I'm saying. But it fit, and you're like, oh, okay, something's going on.
Certain scenarios.
You gotta nail it.
Remember what I said? Tony Storm, Aussie in Australia. Give her the better win. If you want to give her the belt, I get it. Give her a better win. That wasn't the win that the Aussies paid extra money to move to another venue to get that win.
Like this is one of those. You know, like when John Cena would hit the attitude adjustment, okay, and he'd stare at the crowd for like 5 seconds.
That's right.
Be like, hey, my peeps, we're doing this.
This is your analogy. She got the ring, but it was the one from the little quarter store. I gave you a ring.
She got the small cubic zirconia.
There it is,
and that's what you get.
But it's a ring.
I'm gonna say one more thing.
Okay,
I just said peeps. When we talk about peeps, who do we talk about?
Yeah.
We talk about the cage.
That's
the
right.
Christian.
That's right.
We need more.
We need more.
We need more.
I want to get more into it, but I'm not going to, and I'll tell you why. Next week is Elimination Chamber night, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have a whole bunch. We're going straight to alternate scenario. Right now, a little twist. We've been queuing it up the last couple of weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the first ever, the ACT Power Rating, Pro Wrestling Power Rating. I'm trying to figure out the right verbiage there. What do you think?
I think, why don't we take it to the group? Let's take it to the GWO.
Hey, GWO.
Let's take it to the Facebook group.
Please. Let's do
What
this.
should we name the power ratings?
Let's do it.
The Pro Wrestling Power Ratings.
Here we go. At number 5, MJF Adam Page. I didn't think I was going to like it. I like that they started off the show in the middle of the ring going, hey, let's have a conversation. We don't need to fight. Let's just converse for a minute. I didn't mind it. Didn't mind it at all.
Not at all.
At number 4, the Street Profits killing everybody. Loving it each week. Loving it each week.
It's getting better and better and better.
And
do they got a little, if they do it right, they got a little Dudley thing going on there?
I think so.
Yeah.
Kinda. I see what you mean. Yeah, a little bit.
I like that edge.
By the way, hey, Motor City Parkade, when your music hits and no one knows A, who you are, and B, no one cheers, we got to work with you. The final boss needs to work with you next. That's all I'm going to say.
You guys need the final boss.
Or I'm going to put in a trade real quick. How about this trade alert? Undisputed for Motor City. Straight away trade, 1 for 1. You guys need both a change. You need both a change. There it is.
Perfect.
At number 3, Tony Storm's promo this last week. Excellent. Remember this ranking is all based on a curve, by the way.
That's right.
Left one. At number 2, listen, his brother's got the yeet. This guy's got the no yeet. Take what works and work it even better. Jimmy Uso at number 2.
I gotta say, I didn't mind it.
At number 1, who? Final boss? No, I said him earlier. The button pusher on SmackDown. You are the first ever number 1 ranking on the ACT Pro Wrestling Power Ranking. You got it, buddy. Whoever you are, you were on cue, my friend.
Unbelievable.
He was Mozart on the keyboards, that guy. Boom, done.
Listen, that's what it takes. That's what you need. Listen, we're putting it up to you. We're going to post it in the Facebook page. We're going to do it in a couple days so you can listen to this episode, understand what we're trying to do. It's going to make more sense. But we're looking to name the power rankings each week because we're going to give you a chair shot of the week. We're going to give you the power rankings of the week, and we're going to give you the goods of the week like we do every single week on the alternate commentary table. Brought to you by the Celebrate Wrestling podcast feed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe channel, hit the follow button, do all of the good things anywhere where you're streaming your podcast. McGuire's show dropping this week. Andy Evans from the other side of the pond as well. So much great content. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you next week.
Chair shot.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that one.
I'm working.
Finally. Because the final daddy needs you up here.